What's up, Peep Squad is in the building. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. It is going down. Andy is stressed out. He is tired. So much tea. He's been recording and filming for 11 hours the other day. And he got all the tea and all the gossip and the juice, baby. And he don't know what to do with himself. So let's check out Andy. Let's get into this situation.
Sure, look at this. It doesn't look that big to you, but it's huge. Which is good, because my eyesight is going. I need it. I'm not going to show them to you, but I've got a Grand Dame to my right and a Giselle to the left. And we are getting ready. Yes. It is a shady tree. Woo! It hasn't even started. This is going to be good. The big-ass prompter. Look at this.
It seems like it's going down. Andy is happy. He is excited. And he's talking about the tea and the shade. And everything else has already begun before they even started to film. I was like, So we know who is sitting next to Andy when we know that Monique Samuel should be sitting next to Andy because the show was on her back. Everything that she did, trying to ice her out, it was all focused on her and trying to force Karen to hold Monique accountable and trying to come after Karen was focused and based on Monique's situation. So she should have been sitting there, and Giselle, Wendy, Robin talking about they don't want Monique around and icing her out, don't want her to come to events or vacations or parties. It was all due to Monique's action that took place that fateful day that she dragged Candice Dillard. So it is what it is. So everything was really based on keeping her away from filming, icing Monique out, and talking about how bad Monique is and how she can't sit at the table and she's not a good role model. I was like, Lord have mercy, you know damn well that Monique needs to be sitting next to Andy, and also Candice Dillard should have been sitting next to Andy too as well, because she needed to sit there and express her emotion, get the attention, and say how hurt and how horrible she feels and how this has affected her life traumatically. She needed to be sitting there next to Andy crying and yelling and screaming at the same damn time. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like Bravo is trying to punish Monique and Candice because of their altercation, so therefore they won't sit them two next to Andy when they were the season. Everybody's storyline was designed about focusing on what we're gonna do with Monique and also patting Candice Dillard on the back. So let's get into it. But Giselle has sat next to Andy, letting us know that she's the HBIC, even though she's not bringing her own information, even though she's not really trying to tell what's going on in her relationship. And it seems like she has a made up storyline, but Giselle get to sit next to Andy. I'm like, what's going on with this situation? Like, come on, Giselle didn't really do too much, but she did a whole lot behind the scenes because she had Candice Dillard, Robin, and also Wendy do her dirty work and go after Karen and Monique Samuels and making them, actually saying like, we don't want her around, we don't want to film with her. So they all got together and they iced out Monique. She couldn't come to different outings, different engagement, different events, and also on the season trip they really tried to ice her out, and she was stirring the pot behind the scene, bringing Wendy under her wing, and Wendy out here going full-fledged for Giselle and leading a campaign to get rid of Monique Samuels. And Robin was in that campaign too as well, but she felt a little empathy and she felt like what's going on. So she backed back and she wasn't really talking about Monique as much. She kept it cute and quiet, but at first she was leading the charge behind Giselle, but she also did confront Giselle and say, Giselle, what about your life? What's going on? Because they all been embarrassed. Their relationship has fell apart, and now you are back with Jamal Bryant and we can't know about him. We can't see him. Robin jumped in, so people are kind of like, okay, Robin is finally gonna get her voice. Robin's gonna have a voice. she's gonna show us a unique side of her. What's going on? But at the reunion, it looks like Robin doesn't. She stays quiet. And therefore, Wendy is going to scoop up her seat and bring somebody else on to replace her. You watch that situation pan out. But also, the rumors that are going around Instagram is that Monique Samuel, she unfollowed Candice Dillard, and she been unfollowed Candice Dillard a long time ago. We all know that situation. But she also unfollowed Wendy. And everyone said, oh my God, it's because of the reunion. This is why the situation went down. It was real hectic over there. And Monique Samuel was like, don't get it twisted. I've been unfollowed Wendy. I don't know what you're talking about. You see how that woman been trying to campaign against me, how that woman been acting. I've been watching the TV show. I've been watching the episodes, and I see how Wendy is shading me and don't want me around and trying to ice me out and try to batter Karen not to be my friend and not to film with me, and also Ashley too as well. So allegedly Monique went to Twitter and she goes, I unfollowed Wendy IG prior to the reunion, so don't get it twisted. Don't think because of what she did at the reunion made me unfollow her. No, I've been unfollowed her because I seen how she was acting and behaving on the show and trying to get me out, and also accusing me not being a good role model, her and Giselle, and Robin too as well. So she been unfollowed Wendy, and the rest of the ladies, don't get her twisted. It is what it is. And she goes, also, Monique says the reunion was that lit and I slept like a baby. Monique is saying, oh yes, I slept like a baby. Whatever you guys tried to do, whatever you guys tried to say about me, or how your antics and all the things that you used did not bother me. I slept good in one of my four homes that I own. I was like, Go ahead, Monique. And then we also have Andy in the comments talking about, we shot for 11 hours yesterday and I can't sleep. What the F? Good morning. Yeah, he got all that tea, all that juice, all that information. He don't know how to pile it up together and put it out there and present it to us, because he knows he gonna get his bonus. He's gonna get a reward. He's going to get pat on the back. So it is what it is. But Bravo did try to punish Monique and Candice Dillard by not having them sit next to Andy. And that's the truth. So Andy's talking about, I've been out here filming for 11 hours. I can't even sleep. The information is so good and so juicy. The shade is real. Andy was like, I can't sleep, baby. I don't know what to do. Everything is looking good. And also, Andy was on Instagram and someone posted like, Andy, what's going on? We really appreciate your efforts, your hard work, blase, and a third. Are we gonna get a part 3 or part 4 to reunion? And Andy was like, we are figuring out how many parts now, but it could be 4. I was like, 4? Yes, it could be 4 if you actually put the real drama and the situation of everybody going back and forth, what people really think about Wendy, how Wendy carried herself, and what Wendy really feels about the ladies too as well, and how the ladies did ice out Monique, and why were they so uncomfortable with filming with Monique when they seen that she is trying to get help and she was trying to show her the progression that she has made, or the progress that she did make to the ladies. Wendy didn't want to hear it. Giselle didn't want to hear it. Giselle refused to film, bring around security guards. And also, what is stemming from the situation, it is alleged that the incident about Robin and also Miss Candice Dillard and Giselle about bringing some information to the reunion and saying that Monique Samuel's baby that she just had is not her husband's baby because she's been cheating. They talked about that allegedly. I'm not really sure if it's true, but they talked about that allegedly, and the ladies denied, and so therefore the point was mute. So there was no need for Monique to continue to argue with the ladies, because they basically was going to deny. They ain't going to say what they did at all. So that's one part they can talk about too as well. And then also Monique talking about how she felt ice out, how these ladies abandoned her and tried to leave her out for dead, and also get her kicked off the show. And also, coming up with the rumors, Giselle basically in the first episode talking about, Monique's situation that, is alleged that she's out here cheating, the Cherie situation too. And Ashley has a lot to talk about when it comes to Michael, his cheating, but really it's the same thing. And also, writing a statement for Monique Samuels. How do the ladies feel about that? But it seems like Candice Dillard has not forgave Ashley for that, and she's still very upset with Ashley. But Ashley said that she ain't worried about the situation because she got a baby on the way in her stomach, and that's more important than arguing with these ladies. So it is what it is. And we also hear that Monique's husband Chris and also Candice Dillard husband Chris get into a little shouting match, but they, at the end of the day, they end up on good terms. And Andy was out here profiling for the reunion. He showed us his shirt, his tie, that yellow looked good. He's showing us T'Challa and everything else like that. Yes, I got these ladies, and we're gonna give you guys a hell of a show. And that's what it seems like the situation is. He's even promoting, Candice. He's even promoting Robin, embellishment hats, which, she embellished too much on something that ain't even it, baby. I was like, Lord. But, yep, she got her hats out there, so it is what it is. And also T'Challa. So, Andy is making all the moves and all the stops, making everybody comfortable. He's happy. He'll promote your stuff. You might get some sales. And Robin Dillard wants some sales. The next person that's going to ask Andy to promote will be Wendy. And, it seems like the ladies have been accusing Monique of selling stories to the blogs, the fight between her and Candice, stories to the blogs and things like that, but we don't know. Monique has denied it, but people say that it's true. People believe that she's out here paying, bloggers. So you guys tell me what you think about that situation. And it seems like Wendy and Giselle have gotten really close too as well, because Wendy knows when there's an opening, and there's a spot for Wendy to be on Giselle's team no matter what, because she still can't tell us what holding Monique accountable means when she said that to Ashley and Karen. But we will see. You guys tell me what you think. Peace, one love.